We are going to be talking today about link packs. Now, guys, if I make a mistake, I apologize. This is so new. I've been working with Matt almost a year and a half now, and this is something that he mentioned a long time ago, and we've even done our own version of it. But it's the way that he does link packs is really unique, and the way he set this up is Zimmwriter will scrape your URL looking for a summary. So it's real good to have a meta summary in your meta description. But it will also summarize the article very briefly, summarize the title, and put some easy keywords to rank for in there. It saves it into a database. But the beauty about this is at the point that the article is written, it is going to try to include some of that summary to put a link in there. This is uniquely different than anything else out there because everything else is a search and replace. This is writing your article to include a keyword related textual link that will go back to either your links or your external links or wherever you want to go with it. Very, very unique. I wanted to jump on it up front. Yeah, even my grammar may be off. I'm using a program, and if you ever want to know what I'm doing on presentation, I'm using a program called Gamma. It is absolutely incredible as far as AI writing. It will do all the presentation, the formatting, and everything. Occasionally, it gets the grammar wrong. Let's get started, and we're going to learn how to use keyword-rich links to enhance your content's impact. I'm going to show you some examples of what I've already done, and I'm going to show you how to do all this. I'm over here. Make sure this works. I'm learning as fast as y'all are learning, and hopefully I'm going to share some things that you can take away with you today. And if you'll stay to the end, I'm going to show you some side hustle gigs you can do with these link packs, okay? One of the things that kind of came up that database down the road, but this is a really unique concept, and we don't know how to properly track it of reciprocal shares, and maybe we could talk about that too at the end. Advantages of using link packs over WordPress plugins. I've been asked, I know Matt's been asked, well, why would you use this over Link Whisperer? Hey, I got Link Whisperer. I've got some other backlinking tools. They're good for posts that have already been posted. But if you're going to write a new article with AI, why not write it in a style format that includes your keywords in a natural, force a keyword in, but you're using AI to write it into the sentence where it reads naturally? That's kind of I wouldn't say the holy grail, but this is a step above a search and replace mission, okay? That's what Link Whisper does, search and replace. And sometimes it doesn't get the links that they're searching and replacing. Increased efficiency, where you're automating the link building process. Once you have your links in there, you just tag which one you want to use when you're doing bulk writing or SEO writing or Penny Arcade. And it does all the work for you. You don't have to think about, or you don't have to go into each individual post and run the plugin like you would in WordPress. Reason I know that is I have a VA I've been paying to do individual posts, Link Whisper. And most of the time he gets it right, but that's still a lot of extra work when you could just do it all at the time that you're actually creating the article and have it content relevant. We're going to be talking about efficiency and relevancy, but also we're going to be talking about enhanced SEO. Not only do you want to add your links, but you want to add citational links, wiki links that will on your articles. We'll talk a little bit about how do you get these, where are they, and all that. Most of the linking plugins that I've used, they'll do internal linking excellent. Still takes time to do it, But getting citation links is a manual process, and it's still manual setting it up with these link packs, but you only do it one time. That's one of the main things is, can you do it one time, set it and forget it? That's Wayne and I's philosophy, is the set it and forget it approach. Here's the workflow that I've been using all of 48 hours since I got the link packs. The reason I jumped on this is because this can be a profit maker for you if it's done right. First thing you want to do is gather your URLs. You're going to pull them from your sitemaps. You're going to pull affiliate links, citations, any other sources that you think would be relevant to a specific topic. And today we're going to focus on beekeeping. I've already done one on beekeeping, but I instead of dog training, we'll do beekeeping. And I do this because this is a hobby niche. People spend a lot of money on beekeeping. It's amazing. It's all the equipment, the queen bees, all the clothes you wear. I mean, it is not a, I mean, it's a hobby, but it's also a profession. But this is one that has very little competition, whereas dog training has a lot of competition. Okay, I prefer to go high spend, high affiliate spend, and low competition. Okay. Once you gather your URLs, you need to extract them out of XML and clean them with ChatGPT. I say ChatGPT, you could use just about any LLM to clean your URL. You may not need to clean them. Most of the extractors that I've seen, and the one that I'm going to recommend today, does a fairly decent job. In the scenario where I have a Kajabi sitemap that had 300 links in it, it added a code at the back end of the sitemap on each link. Well, the extractor didn't pull that code off. I put the entire list into ChatGPT. I said, remove that code at the very end, and it did it. Great job. Then I take it, I put it into a notepad. Once you extract all your URLs, I recommend that you put them in a notepad. Okay. Then you can accumulate them. You can add to them later. Instead of trying to jump them into link pack directly into Zimmwriter. Okay. And you'll see why once it starts building the link packs, it does take a while to do. So might as well go ahead and build them in a text pad, a notepad, a text file, however you're going to do it. That's the easiest way to start it. Okay. Once you have them all organized, then you're going to put them into a themed link pack. In the case of beekeeping, you would just name it beekeeping. I mean, you're not going to name it a website or anything like that, but this would be everything related to beekeeping. And this takes time to process. If you toss in 300 links and you're using ScrapeOwl, it could take an hour to 2 hours to do easily. If you're doing a lot, you may even consider turning off ScrapeOwl and using your own computer to do the scraping with. Okay. It worked. If you see something, you get an error that it didn't go through, it's because of ScrapeOwl. Turn off ScrapeOwl and then just use your own. And I'll show you how to do that on Zimmwriter. Okay. Once the link packs are built, they are ready to add into Zimmwriter, into the bulk writing, the Penny Arcade, and I think even the SEO article writer. Now, we only use the bulk writing, and then we use some of the AI Vault tools. Occasionally, we'll do Penny Arcade, but bulk writing is 99% of what we're using Zimmwriter for. Okay. Now, here's the important part. Where are you going to get your sources? I want you to think in terms of affiliate links. You can mix affiliate links in with your own URL. You can also add citation sources, and I want you to add citation sources. Wikis. Even if you have to pull a Reddit, you can pull a Reddit thread in there. Twitter articles, Medium articles, anything that is a citation authoritative source that maybe have a high DA, you would want to include those URLs in with your own URL in the link pack. Okay. Sitemap mining. You may even want to go to your competitor, pull his sitemap and scrape it if he has some good blog posts. For instance, Neil Patel has some excellent blog posts. Ryan Dice has some excellent blog posts. I would want to maybe pull some of those blog posts out of a sitemap and include them in my link pack for whatever topical source it's related to. Okay, external resources. Just like I talked about, industry blogs, white papers, guides, tools, info that you find, you can put any of them in there. Now, here's the caveat. In fact, I don't know if Andrew's on the call, but the question came up is, can we put booster page links in your link pack? Absolutely you can. Here's the thing. It's not, booster pages are essentially Pinterest pages. They're very thin content. They have a title, maybe a short description, and an image. Well, in the case of booster pages, you may have your link in there, but there may be 1,000 other links in there. I would say booster pages is not going to be effective links in there. Pinterest may not be effective links because when it scans, it's kind of trying to look for a title, a summary of the URL as a single topic. So Pinterest page is going to have a lot of topics under that pin. They're probably all yours or a collection of yours. Just be conscientious of what are you scanning for? Are you going to get a good topical summary? And is it going to be able to pull keywords that are relevant to that link? That's where, if it's a Web 2.0 social property, you might want to consider, do you want to share some non-related links if it happens to pass through? Okay. I'll go on with this. Copy and sitemaps. Now I'm going to demo on how to do this, but I want you to know the strategy, the steps, the workflow behind it. And you're going to locate the sitemap. Typically, or it could be sitemaps.xml, it could be sitemap_index, but this is generally what you're going to see. If you're using Rank Math or Yoast SEO, Smart Crawl, any of these, most of them have a sitemap maker, and it will give you the extension of what it is. So that's how you would get your sitemap. But if you don't know it, try this one first, okay? In the case of sitemap, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a lot of URLs from one website. And then we would scan those when we're building the link packs. If you're wanting to just get the URL of the home page, just copy the URL. If it's a wiki page, just copy the link and put it into your notepad, okay? You don't need a sitemap from wiki. I'd hate to see how big that thing is. That's the first thing. Copy and paste the sitemap, copy the XML, paste your URL. This is, once you copy the entire XML page, then you can come over here to Browserling Tools, Extract URLs. I'm giving you this link here, conversation here. There are dozens of them. Most of them are all free. You don't need to pay for them. But this is the very first step. Make sure that you can try to extract the URLs. This one does a really good job. It's, there's several other, I think Matt even recommended one. Okay. This is where you would clean up. Once you have extracted your URLs, you have a list of URLs, and maybe they have something at the end or the beginning. Maybe they have a quotation at the very beginning that you need to remove. Well, grab the entire list, paste it into chat, and at the very beginning say remove extra quote or remove, something at the back end of the URLs. And for the most part, it will do a really decent job. Yesterday, I tossed in 350 URLs, and I had to hit the continue button a couple of times. But it gave me all 300 all cleaned up, and they look nice. You don't have to do this very often, but use this instead of trying to do it manually, okay? Once you're all done, save it to the notepad, and Now you have a bunch of notepads that have different topics in them. Whenever you start loading up your link packs, just go to the notepad, copy everything, paste it in there, and hit go. Okay, and I'll show you exactly how to do this. Okay, final review before we hit the demo. Adding links to Zimmwriter. You gather the URLs, compile them in a list in a notepad, add them to your link toolbox, and then choose the link packs when you're in the writers. Very simple steps. You just got to keep these in mind. There's, micro steps in between, but I'm going to show you everything how to do it today. Wayne, any questions that we can answer right now?
Everyone's focused.
Okay, cool. And that's the presentation. Okay, demo time. Let's see Zimmwriter's link packs in action. Now, I thought I had a blank screen in there. Let's do this. I can bring up. This is 7. If you don't have 7.5, if it doesn't show up there or higher, click the Zimmwriter update and it will update. So you will see this link toolbox right here. I'm going to open it up and I'm just going to briefly show you what we're going to be trying to put in. So we're going to put it in. All our links are going to be dropped in here. Now you can add do follow links. These are ones, they're not related to the link pack, but this is a way to get a do follow in so that if you have any of them hit, it will automatically know to go ahead and follow the links through. Okay. Overriding cache, you only need to do this if you've got new content that you've already got existing content you want to rewrite. Any SEO plugin. You add rank math and you run the SEO tool on it and it creates meta descriptions. Then you would take the sitemap and you would actually overwrite what you've already scraped before. Right? ScrapeOwl is one that's going to remember, it's going to have a cache for you. Okay. But for the most part, as you're going in brand new, just don't even mess with that. Give it a name. Okay. Once you name it, then you hit the save new pack and it builds it right there. If you have something you want to update, let's say I've got my beekeeping and I've got all these links here and I've got all of my citation links, but I want to add more. I would just click at the bottom and just start adding in links there. Typically, I would pull them out of a notepad and just paste in there. And then I would hit update pack. Okay. And you have a delete pack also. If you just decide, I need to get rid of beekeeping and completely delete it, you can do that. I would suggest don't use this unless you intentionally want to delete something. Okay. So I'm going to close that out. Now, I mentioned earlier is if you're having some scraping issues and you notice it, you would go over here to options menu. Yeah, got to bring this off screen one here. Options menu, set up ScrapeOwl. And this is going to be the main thing is try to get them all on one screen. I'm going to temporarily disable ScrapeOwl and use my own IP when scraping. Okay. Also, I'm in the United States. This is definitely where I would want a proxy, but this is the way I have it normally set up. And if I'm going to use this one and use my own IP to scrape like a Kajabi sitemap, then this is the way I would do it. So I'm going to leave it like that to start with. I'm going to X out of that, hit save options, and we're pretty much ready to go. Okay. Now here's my AI models for writing. For ancillary task, I use 4L Mini from OpenAI, and I'm using Llama as my default writing source, but you can put in whatever you want in here. Okay, I'll go ahead and close that. Then we'll be going into bulk writing. But before that, we need to gather some URL. I'm going to bring over my notepad and I'm just going to save this as for our example purposes. And I'm going to go ahead, because it is a link pack, I'm going to go ahead and save it as link pack, just so I know this is my notes here. Okay. We're going to be trying to fill in content right in here. Now I'm going to go ahead and Two. Get the right screen up here. Okay. We're going to go into my beekeeping site. Now this is a new one that I'm setting up, beekeeping beginners. Take a look at it. I don't like this theme, but I haven't had time to change it. I mean, it's a basic. I think it's a Vita. It's got its own builder built into it, but I need to change the logo. But for what I'm doing, it's just a blog. That's all it is. What's the difference between honeybee and a worker bee? Okay, I've got some things going on here, some leads. I've got a voiceover. I've got the main points, a video. This is all Zimmwriter, and then we enhanced it through AIMasher. Okay, and Roger, he's my beekeeper. We're good to go. And now what I want to do is let's just go to homepage, make it easy, and I'm going to type in sitemap XML. Okay. I'm using SmartCrawl. SmartCrawl does a decent job of doing sitemaps that are all posted into Google Search Console. And I have posts, pages, categories, and local. So I'm going to do post. I'm going to open it up. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to copy all this. Control C to copy it. Come over here to this extract URLs, paste it in, and hit the button. Okay. Copy to clipboard. Go back over to my notepad and paste them in. Pretty easy. Wayne, any questions?
Scott says, was that a G sign?
No, it's not a G sign. It's a Vita. I think Vita is the theme on it. I wouldn't use that again. I would go back to Zox news theme. That's eventually I'll change it back to Zox. Okay. I've got in my own content. Now, I need to get, I want, give me the top 10 on beekeeping. Okay. These are building my citational sources. And I hit Pro, make sure it's set on Pro. Now, I'm using Perplexity only because it gives me these citation links. Gemini does this. I think maybe Anthropic does it. Perplexity does the best job of doing it. Got a good answer. Looks like it's done. So I'm going to copy all this, a little copy button. Come over here to extract URLs. Clear that out. Paste that in. Extract links. I just pulled all the resource links straight off of Perplexity. Okay. See these citation links right here? I pulled all 6 of them. Now I'm going to put them into my sitemap. I'm starting to build some citation and authority links. Okay. Bee Sanctuary. Here's a UFL edu .uk Feedly. That's interesting. Okay. Scientific beekeeping. Okay. Let's go back over to Perplexity and say answer. Let's even look here. Here's a FeedSpot. I've never tried this with FeedSpot. Let's see if it works. I'm just going to copy the whole thing on FeedSpot. There's 70 blogs about FeedSpot. Control C. People ask me all the time, how do you know if it works? I don't. I just try it. You're seeing me try something I've never done before. And let's extract links. It's too big. Okay. Too big a file. Come back over here, and I kind of figured it was. You can go into FeedSpot, individually look at these, but here's Honeybee Suite, Perfect Bee. I'm going to check my notepad real quick. I didn't get Perfect Bee or the Honeybee Spot. These are other blogs out there. I'm going to just copy the URL, maybe the first. And what I'm looking at is domain authority. There's a 47, there's 11, there's a 41. There's a 52. Okay. And let's scroll on down. Frequency, there's a 56. There's a 28. Now if I logged in, I'd see them all. I've got a few of them that I can add to my notepad. There's the perfect B. I'll copy that over to my notepad. And that. Here's their blog. What's buzzing? I could probably even do a sitemap on this one to go directly into the blog articles. Not going to give me one. Let's just back out. We'll just do this one. Now, individually, you can do this. Another trick would be I'd come over here and go, let's see if we can do this. Blog. Copy this. And again, I'm trying this for the first time. I don't know if this will work, but we'll see. Extract URL. This is a feed. This is a feed Atom, an Atom feed. Okay. There we go. We got a whole bunch of them right there. You could do this, and maybe I'm just going to do the top 4 or 5 of them in here. There you go. And you notice there's some goofy stuff like span. Maybe we'll skip this for right now. But anyway, you can kind of test it out. But I'm going to go ahead and put this one right in here. What's buzzing? And put it in my notepad. And let's put a couple more so you can kind of get an idea. Beekeeping news. Put it in my notepad. Okay. And maybe blog. Put it in my notepad. These are high domain authority links of competitors that are writing blogs. Bee Culture, they probably have a lot in here. It's a magazine. And About Us, subscribe, catch the buzz. I'm going to scan that, so I'll hit Control-C, put it in my notepad. Okay, kind of get an idea of how we're doing it. Go ahead and save that notepad. Now, what about affiliate links, Damon? Well, let's go into Amazon and let's go into all departments. And I'm just going to say beekeeping supplies. Okay. So I'm going to pull a few of these. Let's see, maybe here's some beekeeping gloves. I'm looking for a lot of reviews, positive. Okay. Overall pick, this is probably a good one. The suit. And I'm going to pull my text link right here. This is my Amazon text link. Okay, I'm going to put that in the notepad. I'm starting to put, now you can use ClickBank, Commission Junction, JVZoo, whatever you want to use in there, but I like using Amazon to do a reference link back or to do an affiliate link off of it. Now let's look at Amazon, see if we find maybe a couple more. And here's a fog bag and everything. It's 95. This one looks pretty good. Okay. Now, as you're in here, look at what they're talking about. This is heat shield beekeeping equipment. This seems to be a really popular topic. Looks like it has a baffle or bellow on there. That's interesting. Okay. Again, I'm going to come over here, grab my text link. And that should be enough. I mean, for right now, we're just demoing this. Okay. So I'm going to hit File, Save. Okay. We're good to go. Now, I would close this out. Close this out. And let's go back up here to our, let me turn this thing off here. This is Grammarly. Gets in the way sometimes. Got a good, this is a lot of content right here. Now I'm going to go into Link Vault, Link Toolbox, and I'm just going to copy this. Go into Link. We'll paste them all in there. This is exactly what I would do in doing a link pack. However, if I type this in, this is going to take up Zimmwriter, and I won't be able to do anything else with it right now and give you any demos. This is, I'll give it a name, and then I would hit save new pack. Now it's going to ask me, it's going to say we need to scrape 63 links and summarize them, and it's going to take at least 252 minutes. It's telling me that it's going to take 4 hours. I don't want to tie up Zimmwriter for 4 hours. I've already made link packs. You can kind of get an idea of how they work. I'm going to say no. I don't want to scrape them right now. Okay. But I've already done that. The only thing I haven't done is these extra two or three in the beekeeping. Well, let's just see. Beekeeping. If I wanted to add those new ones in there, like the Amazon sources, I would just go here to the bottom and go back to my notepad and down here to the bottom, and I would add those in and paste them right here. Okay, just like that. And then hit update pack. Again, I don't want to tie up Zimmwriter, but this is how you do it. This is how, if you want to add to it, you hit update. If you want to start a new one, you hit save. And if you want to delete one, you hit delete. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and X out of that. Okay. I've shown you how to build these link packs. Just as an example, I'll show you is I've got a few of them already built. AI Indexer, Booster Pages, VidPenguin Production, Bookmasher, AIMasher. Nita Nelson, this is a bookkeeping site. Any topic that you can think of, go ahead and build a link pack, but build them in a notepad first. Okay. Let's go on to the next topic. Is I've shown you how to build them. I haven't completely gone through this link toolbox because I don't want to spend time in it right now. I've already kind of shown you how to build them, but I'm going to close here. Wayne, any questions at this point before I go to the next step?
About the RSS extension, you'll ask, what was the name of the RSS extension?
I've been using this for 10 years, so I have to look it up. Good question, though. Let's go back in here. Okay, dblog. Get RSS feeds URL. If you don't have this extension, I would recommend, it's a free plugin, but it will, site that has an RSS feed, it will try to find the feed itself. And you can just copy it, or you can click on the link and you'll be able to see the RSS feed. How do we run RSS Masher? You just saw a little trick there that we've taught everybody. You go into news, you don't want to start with news, and then you would hit the RSS feed. Okay. We're done with that. Now let's get into the fun part. We need to build some sites. If I was starting from scratch, I got a brand new site, it's about beekeeping, I want to build it up. What's the first thing I do? I'm showing you the exact workflow that we're using. In fact, I could probably even skip AIMasher, but I think it's integral that we show you. I'm going to go to AI Vault, and I'm going to do topical authority generator. Bring this up. Now, I've got this set up to use Llama. You can, let's just do Benny, see if it's going to be quicker. Create topical authority. That should create 27. But here's the broad concept: essential beekeeping equipment, basic bee biology, behavior, beginner hive management. Okay, all that looks cool. I would hit proceed, and I generate the content. Okay, and I think I've already done that, but let's do this. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so it doesn't take as long. Let's do 1 and create topical authority. Bring the screen back over. Essential beekeeping equipment for beginners. Proceed. Okay. Now it's going to build a CSV for us. It won't take very long. This is a small group. I'd hit OK. Now I'm going to show you the AIMasher route. If you don't have AIMasher, you don't necessarily need it. The reason we use this is I want to get very specific in my prompt, in the structure of my prompting into the bulk writer. I'm going to come over here. Here's AIMasher. Go into Keyword Masher, topical authority. I'm going to come down here and go add. I want to add a CSV. I'm just going to call it keeping. I'm going to pull it from a CSV and ignore first line, and then I'm just going to browse for it. There it is right there. This is what Zimmwriter created. It's in my Zimmwriter output folder. And we'll click open. And sometimes first click on it. Try that again. There we go. Click upload. And there's the original. We break it down so you can see what we just created, or this is what Matt creates as the outline focus. And this is the merged slug and everything. So the outline focus is he gives it the title, blog post title, 10 essential beekeeping, and then he puts this on the back end. So here's the outline focus, the context for the numeric lists. It's pretty good. If you want to just use it straight on, you can. But we do something different. I'm going to make it active. We've only got 9 in there, so it shouldn't take that long. I'm going to use 4.0 Mini. This is the one you definitely want to use. 4.0 Mini is fast. It does a great job and doesn't cost you hardly anything. 4.0 Mini. And now here's the title prompt. I like Matt's titles in there. I'm just going to make it blank. It's not going to touch the title, but if I wanted to, I could rewrite it as a copyright. I can make it a short SEO headline focused on ranking, or rewrite with a short and snappy words from a copywriter. But I'm going to leave it as it is so we pick these titles up in the title prompt. Now, again, I'm building this for the bulk writer. I have some very good articles. I'm going to rewrite that outline focus I just showed you, but I'm going to use keywords and subheadings. By doing this I can kind of reframe how the content is being written inside of Zimmwriter, because I'm going to get a little bit more detailed with the outline focus. I hit execute all. Okay, make sure it's active. I'll just hit back. Okay, it will take a minute or two, but I did one this morning. I've got some book writing already done this morning. I did AI book writing, and I'm going to bring this up so you can see these are all enhanced. So I'm going to open it up to see here is top AI tools for effortless book editing. This came from Zimmwriter. And here's the original focus, the context for the new. He builds a slug in case if you want to do a category in there. But here's the new outline focus. Here's the context. And now we give it keywords. Tools, book editing, writing, software editing, author assistance, and subheading. We even give it subheadings. The content is going to be very specifically directed around this outline focus. That's why we use this. Okay. So this is the merged one. You could copy each one of them, but here's what I like. I'm ready for bulk writing. I come down here and copy all enhanced prompts. So everything that we just did, I just click that one button. I'm ready for bulk writing. Okay. Let's come back and see where we're at. Okay. And so you see what they look like. Let's go over to Notepad and we'll just drop them in a new Notepad so you can see what these are bulk writing article prompts. Okay. You see the outline focus is and these subheadings. Okay. That's the tune-up we do. Now, I'll just go ahead and copy these again. We are ready for Zimmwriter. I'm going to close. I'm going to minimize that, come over here to bulk writing and bring the screen over. So I've been working in here today. So I'm going to start from scratch, Control V, automatic person, enable literary devices, enable lists. I'm going to skip tables, I'll nuke my AI words. Bold to help readability. Always check this. This gives you some bolding in the content, which makes it easier to read. Enable key takeaways. I'll leave that one on. Now, I have fallen in love with this one little prompt here, search intent intro. Matt has configured this prompting right here so that it answers the question. Once you have the answer, then the detail is down below. It helps on readability, and it also answers the reader's question, which Google is trying to deliver that. Okay. Facts, normally I create facts, short answers, but because this is a webinar, I'm going to skip that. Audience personality. I would come over here, put in my style mimic, but I'm going to do audience. Let's just call them innocent, oral mini, right in the style. Let's go ahead and do a style. Do a style mimic. And I like to use, I have a specific style for my beekeepers. I think it's in here. Rusty. Rusty writes blogs for Honeybee Suite. Okay, write in the style that is informative, conversational, engaging, accessible vocabulary, facts. Okay, that works great. There's an Easter egg in here. I won't tell you what it is. You can just play around with it. Anyway, we've got Rusty, the Honeybee Suite writer in there. Now I'm going to go over to my link packs and bring that over. Okay. Now I had it set for BookMasher because that's what I was just working on. I'm going to change it. I'm going to put in here beekeeping. Okay. Insertion limit. How many links do you want to build? I'm going to say 5. I mean, you can really build it up. If you've got a lot of authority links, absolutely drop it down to 10. But I'm going to use 5 right here. If you want to, you can put in non-link packs if you're using, okay? This is just URLs that you want to link in. Don't exactly understand the purpose, but they're non-link pack links. I'm going to go ahead and use keeping. I've got about 60 of them in there. Allow insertion in H3s and H4s. If you're using enable H3s, definitely. These are topics within an H2. So I'm always going to set all links to do follow. That's why we're doing this. Unlike Mega. Mega is if you want to put in some different links that are not relevant to beekeeping. But my beekeeping link pack is relevant to beekeeping. So I don't need that. In the case where you might run Mega, let's say you have a whole bunch of affiliate links and you just want to throw everything up against the wall and see what sticks. That's the Mega. Turn that off. AI link pack model. I'm going to use that. I'm done. So I can just exit out of that. And I am ready to go. So I would start my bulk writer. And we're only doing 1, 2, 3. So it won't take that long. In fact, let's do this to make it shorter. I'm going to take off the, we're going to do, looks like we're going to do 5 articles. Go ahead and get rid of that one too. There's 4 articles. Should be fairly quick, but I'm going to go ahead and start the bulk writer right here. And it's asking me to confirm. It's running. It's got its little timer working over there. But while that's doing that, let me show you what it does. I'm going to come back over here to the one I was working on earlier today, which is article publisher. Why we use AIMasher is we build custom images, and I can change the custom image here. This is based on the mid-journey prompt that Matt makes inside of Zimmwriter for the featured image. Okay, so you get 4 to choose from. The last one chosen is the one stuck in there. And I did not do the key or the bold in the keywords. I missed that. I forgot to check that. But here is a link right here. Okay, now this is a full HTML editor. If you want to edit anything, you put tables, you can insert images, insert links. If you've used HTML editors, very, very easy to use. But let's look at this. I'm going to right click, open link. Now I've opened link on, I think on all these. Yeah, this was the first one. So here's the links opened. Okay, streamline success, AI efficiency. This was about, this link was AI book writing tutorial, AI technology. This one was something else that it brought up a link. So you can see I've got three links I've built off of it, all off of one article. It's really pretty easy to do. Streamlining the writing process. And here's one, human AI collaboration. Let's read this. By leveraging human AI collaboration, you can refine your creative content ideas. Okay. This is the advantage of using these link packs when you write the article. AI Zimmwriter wrote this article, and it includes this without having to scrape the content after it's already published, figure out a search and replace method like Link Whisper does, and sometimes getting this link absolutely wrong. It may highlight a link in Link Whisper, and it will put it over to the About Us page or the shopping cart page, or it may take it over to an external link if I have it in there. The plugin takes more time, and a lot of times it doesn't get this right. Let's see where this one actually goes. By leveraging human AI collaboration, I'm going to click open link, a new tab. So it's opening this one. Mastering the future of composition, writing with AI common questions and answers. Pretty close. Some key takeaways: navigating the AI writing landscape, human AI collaboration. Here is the paragraph right here. It matched it up. So if Google is following that link, I've got it on a do follow. Google's going to go, oh, okay, this matches exactly what he's referencing the article, which I'm going to give him a little bit of link juice because he's actually matching up content relevance. That's the whole purpose of these link packs. That's why we want to use this link packs. Okay. Get an idea. A couple things while we're in here. If you want to, we will do a summary. In fact, this is one of the reasons we use this. Let's do a TMZ 100-word summary. And this is we had originally the meta summary that came in from Zimmwriter, but we're going to rewrite the meta description. Okay. And we're summarizing the entire article. This is a really good description. But now let's go in and we'll just do a open AI. We're going to use the voiceover, and let's let echo, and we're going to create an audio with it. And we store these voiceover MP3s. They're embedded in your content, whether you're going to WordPress, Google Sites, a PDF, or anywhere else. They're stored. So let's see what it looks like up here. Looks pretty good. Listen to the summary. And of course, the volume is not playing because I don't have speakers on this computer here. Anyway, that's where the audio would play. Sorry you can't hear it. I got a new screen hooked up, but I don't have the audio hooked up. Okay. Yeah, Mike asked a question. 11 Labs, absolutely. 11 Labs is better. I could use 11 Labs. If you got your integration in here, I like to use, there's Paul Harvey's style. I use that for my history site, but Matilda, see, I've got a whole bunch of it. And even on my whiteboard, I have the names that I like. I like Charlie, Matilda, and Lily. So if you need a good English female voice, Lily is the one. And then I would hit create audio, and it's going to use 11 Labs. And you can put your own voice recording into 11 Labs. It can sound like you. And I actually have mine in there recorded. And ready, almost ready there. If you want something cheap, OpenAI does a really good job of voiceovers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. 11 Labs takes a little bit longer to generate. Yeah. Walt asked, can you share your voice, Damon, from 11 Labs if we need something to fall asleep to? Here's the deal, Walt, is I've recorded, I have a bunch of scrapes of GOF commentaries. It's me reading GOF commentary. It is the greatest sleep aid ever. For some reason, this is taking a little bit longer. But let me, while this is working, we store your MP3s. If you ever need to come back, and let's say you tried out you tried out 6 different MP3s. They're all stored, but it's going to use the last one that you did in the article itself. But if you ever want to just see what they look like, here's the link, and post it in everyone. So if you want to play that link, there it is. Okay.
AI is revolutionizing creative writing, helping writers overcome writer's block and generate.
There you go, if you wanted to hear it.
Yeah. I don't know why this is taking a little bit longer. I'll just hit refresh and hop out of it. Okay. While you're in here, let's say instead of going to each one you want to do individually, you could say, you could snap all those and then come down here and go to, what is it, article publisher, article templates, come down here and say, I want to use Echo. We've got templates that you can select and you can build these custom templates and it will run the voiceover using the summary Fox News. We're writing you a new meta summary and we're also using the Echo from the Echo voice in OpenAI. You can see I've got a whole bunch of them in here that we use. Anyway, this is not really an AIMasher story, but I wanted to show you that the links exist. And let's see, I'm on post 3 right now. So let's go ahead and import 2 of the articles. They're Zimmwriter. I didn't do any featured images on Zimmwriter. And group, let's make sure it's in beekeeping. So we kind of organize tiered backlinking structures. Okay. We have, this is the website. This is a tiered project that we're running. And here's another tiered project that we run that create the backlinks. Ideally, these backlinks are going to be pointing to beekeeping beginners. I don't really want, I could put these articles back into beekeeping, but if I want to build some external backlink to beekeeping beginners, I'm going to use one of these packages. Does this make sense? Beekeeping, I use a program called SEO Neo, or I will create a brand new Google site and I'll put these articles in a Google site. They're well-written articles, but they're going to have backlinks over to my WordPress. I've created a tier 1 link structure just by doing link packs inside of Zimmwriter. Okay, so this is how I'm going to set it up. Remove title. Yeah, we're going to remove the title. You do this for Zimmwriter so you don't double up on titles. We'll skip this. He does 1 article. Enhance article. At this time, I do my media. We do 2. We have a media pack with stock images that we are going to Canva and some of the free image sources, and we got beekeeping. So those are stock images. They're not AI. But I am going to use my graphic engine and come down here to Flux. And this is the new one we just added in. And extra images. We're going to use the stock images for the in content images with Media Pack every 7 paragraphs. And do I want to add a video? Typically, I would use a live search for my video that would match the title to the YouTube search. But I'm going to create, I'm going to skip that just for speed, and add AI images to a Media Pack. I'm going to add them to a Media Pack, but it's not directly in the stock images. I want to put them in my AI beekeeping. And I do this that we're in Zimmwriter output. There's the one. Okay. They're being imported. Come on, article public. It's going to generate images. It's going to do a whole bunch of stuff, but I just want to show you, there's a link right there. And if I go to monitoring bee health, I'm going to open the link in a new tab. Let's see where it goes to. Home Sweet Hive, Insider Advice for honey harvesting. Selecting the right your hives that it's being channeled over to from this keyword. Okay. This is why I'm showing you on AIMasher. I wanted to be able to show proper attire. I'm hoping that this goes to something about beekeeping, the protective gear. Open link in new tab. Let's look at it. Suit up. Does this make sense? I hope all this makes sense to everybody. Okay, we're going to move on past this. You kind of see, the links are being built automatically. And what I do when we put an eyeball, when I say we put an eyeball on an article, let's hop out of this real quick. Just hit finish. These are the stock images that we're putting in here, okay? These look, once you're, the only one that's going to be AI generated is the one that's up at the top. So it hasn't finished yet. So I'll just come down here and they're already done. I'm going to go back into what essential beekeeping tools do beginners need? Wayne and I, what we always do is count fingers. You know, when we're on AI, we're counting fingers and looking at background. Anything weird in the background. It looks like he's got 4 fingers there. Some of the early models, you know, we get 6 or 8 fingers in there. So this looks really good. And honey extraction. There's a link right there, importance of pollination. Some stock images, essential equipment and tools. Let's see where that goes to. Open link in new tab. Now this is using, looks like, okay. These all look really decent. I mean, I love it. This is one of the cool things is if you're using our featured image builder with our graphic, however, think in terms of when people click, typical blog for beekeeping will be a stock image of something. It may be something like that, or would you rather click it? This is link bait. I mean, because my mind looks at it and goes, those are freaking big bees. I wonder what this article is about. He's got 4 fingers. It's got to be real. The big freaking bees. Okay. Now I'm all done. So I'm just going to come down here and go update and finish. Typically I would add a voiceover, but pretty neat. I mean, I love the links being passed back through. What we've done is, those articles are done. So I'll hit this so we can see. I built everything in a notepad first. Okay. There we go. Okay. We built this pretty quickly. We did over 60 links there, and then we put in some citation links. And then we also put in, I don't know where my Amazon links. And we did that at the beginning. This is building the link pack. We put it in the link toolbox. We ran bulk writer and we selected beekeeping. And you saw 3 or 4 articles that have contextual relevant links pointing back to your website, pointing back to citation source. And this is kind of, hopefully you're hanging on the line so we can kind of go over how do you make money with this? Let's go over to the right one. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. So we did demo time. Any questions before we move?
A few, but I've been answering them. What if you were starting a new site, one with no content yet, and nothing to link to?
I'd just build the content first.
And potentially link out to our authority sites.
Yes. You can go ahead and let's say it's beekeeping. We don't have a single post made for beekeeping. We got a brand new beekeeping site. What do I know? Well, I know I can go get citation links. I can use those citation links, my competitor blog post. I can use Amazon links in there. Or what we're about to talk about is how do you make money with this? I can put other things in there besides internal links to other articles within that beekeeping site. I hope that makes sense. Down the road, you can add, let's go on. This is the after hour party here. Okay. Side hustle ideas. Guys, this came out 48 hours ago. So, well, less than 48. If you're asking me how much money have I made with link packs, I'd have to say I haven't yet. Not with this particular. It's brand new, but I want to share some ideas of where we're planning on using this. Okay, you can create link pack for others. That has made available that you can share link packs. Okay, but there's some folks probably on the call and say, I don't even want to mess with this. You know, would somebody do this for me? Well, somebody can do this for you and then share that link pack he made. It's in his database with you and you put it in your database and then you're ready to use it. There could be a site that you have that have 300 blog posts and you want 200 citational expert links and you want all your affiliate links in there and you want to pay somebody to do it, and I don't know what you charge, but it does take a little bit of time to put it all together, but you can build links for others. Okay. So that's one idea. Add your affiliate links. I've got Amazon, I've got JVZoo, Commission Junction, all that. I'm going to put affiliate links in my link packs. You saw what I did with Amazon, very easy to use. Direct exchange with others. Wayne and I are probably we'll exchange our link packs with you, and you give us your link packs, and we'll put it into our sites, and you put our link packs into your site. We don't really, I'm not sure how we're going to monitor it to make sure that both parties are working, but we would like to take a step out of it and let both parties work together and us not be in the middle of it. So that is a direct exchange. Somebody that you know that has similar topics, maybe you want to do a link exchange with them. Okay. If you've built your links for a customer or for a client, and you can write 1,000 articles with Zimmwriter and use articles. Okay. You can publish them on your own sites, or you can publish them as guest posts, backlinks to your client or to your customer, whoever you're working with. You can link pack articles. Okay. Keep that in mind. That's a service that you could sell. The other thing is join a link exchange. You would pick up their links for a certain topic. Let's say it's a content marketing, and you would put it into your link pack. And then you would share that link pack with you would build your guest post and then post articles. And meanwhile, you could take your links from your site and hand it back into the link exchange. And there's a credit system built in on link exchanges. The more links you use from somebody else, the more links you can share with the network group. And the advantage is it's kind of like a barter exchange. If customer A gives you links on marketing and you put it in your site, you don't have to go back to customer A with your beekeeping links. There may be customer C who does beekeeping, and you exchange it in the group, and then they figure out who the best one is on the exchange. Is this Google recommended practices? And this is kind of a gray area. They don't want direct link exchanges or PBN link exchanges, but this is done all the time with guest post articles that have links built in, and they encourage guest post articles. These are just some ideas off the top of my head. I've talked to Wayne, and I actually shared this with Matt, and he said these are great ideas. Pick one of them, try it out. If you want to do a direct link exchange with us, we're more than welcome. We've got a lot of niches that we're putting out. We got 300 hobby niches that we're building right now. Now, the ones that are already built, I can't do anything with link packs. I have to use Link Whisper or our own anchor text linking. Think in terms of when you use link packs, you haven't built the articles yet. Okay. Some good ideas in here. You probably, hopefully here is my workflow. I kind of went over it real quickly with you. We go to topical authority in Zimmwriter. We type in beekeeping, just like you saw. And I get that topical authority, and then I enhance the topical authority with keyword and subheading. And I do that inside a keyword masher, which is built inside AIMasher. Okay. You can skip this step. If you don't have AIMasher, you don't even want to, that's your call. You could use the topical authority straight into BulkWriter. Okay. Then you choose your link pack inside of BulkWriter. This is inside Zimmwriter. Okay. Once the articles are done, you can go straight into WordPress. Again, you don't need AIMasher. We feel like we enhance what you get from Zimmwriter with stock media, with voiceovers, with an enhanced summary, with all the other stuff that we do. We use our tools all the time. So, whether you go straight into WordPress or you use AIMasher, you've got the links already built in by the time they hit here. Okay. We're using AIMasher specifically to build a tiered linking network, meaning we're going to go to G sites. We're going to go to SEO needs. We're going to cloud back these articles that have backlinks to our original content post. Okay. Just some ideas. Yep. James suggested Link Gopher is a free plugin. We'll scrape bulk links from any Google search page, YouTube search. Yep. I've heard of it. I've never used it, but it sounds like a really good one. That's about all we've got here. Wayne, any other questions we can answer?
There was just one, and it was, what about links that are 404 because the post was removed? It's a bit of an odd one, really. It's out of our control, in some ways.
Yeah, it's out of our control. Now, here's what we do on our WordPress sites. I say we try to be very good about our WordPress sites. I use a plugin. Most of your SEO plugins have a 404 redirect. Okay. So if this is your internal site and you don't want a 404, which you really want to try to avoid 404 errors, then you want to put in a 404 redirect plugin or use Yoast SEO, Rank Math, or Smart Crawl, or any of these SEO plugins that will do a 404. Okay. For external sites that have 404, you can't do anything about an external link. Okay. That's why, if you're going to do an external link, make sure they're high domain authority. Typically, they don't go away. Guys, thank you for joining us on the call today. I hope we've shared some good ideas with you. I hope you'll share some good ideas with us about how you're using these link packs. Definitely, they're if you want content relevant links, this is a pretty slick little tool right here. Okay. And I'll share link. Let's go in here. I'm going to share this presentation. Share it. Copy the link. If you want this presentation, copy this link, please, because it won't be shared anywhere else except inside of the Geek Out Friday library. Wayne, any final comments before we're done?
Somebody did mention that I couldn't find Flux in AIMasher. It's not an integration. It's actually inside of our own AIMasher graphics engine. You can just use your credits for it if you want to use Flux.
Yep.
And apart from that, get building link packs and follow along with Damon's and get linking.
Media packs, if you want to build, I'll show you where Flux is. We're just going to build. I'm going to use the graphic engine. And here's the graphic prompts. In fact, I want graphic model, 4.0 mini, keyword. Right, let's do the keyword I would use. Here is where we're using the AIMasher graphic prompts. It is at the very bottom. If you're ever looking to see what's our newest models, always scroll down to the bottom. Our newest models are down below. Our oldest models are at the top. Kind of gives you an idea. Midjourney 4, that's the oldest one we have. Okay. Flux is in here. We also, I don't see SD3 Medium yet. I don't think you've updated it. We do have Stable Diffusion 3.0 Medium inside our graphic model. It's good, but Flux is, if you're looking for the very best one right now inside of our graphic engine, is Flux. Okay. If you've got stability, have you updated this one yet, Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay. If you've got stability, you can use Stable Diffusion. But be aware, this is 10 credits right here in Stable Diffusion. And if you want 4 of them, it's 40 credits. Okay. It can get a little pricey if you're using, your own APIs. That's why we suggest use our graphic engine.
I think we are the cheapest Flux API out there.
Yeah, considering
We only charge one of our credits, and you get 4 images.
so you would hit Flux, you would get AIMasher graphic, and then it would start creating prompts for you. And they do a pretty good job. I mean, this is, I don't know if that's one of them, but I know some of the, yeah, that's one of them because it did 4.
Yeah, they look like it.
I mean, these are great. I mean, we were comparing this to Midjourney. I guess this is a wired hanger, but you're going to get maybe a marginal quality increase with Midjourney. But if it doesn't cost you any time or effort, you're just using credits, this is the way to go. And you get 4 of them to choose from. Pretty slick. I like this. Okay. Wayne, anything else we can add?
No, that's it, I think. Thanks for listening and watching with us.
Yep. And try some of these side hustle ideas. Let us know what you like working. And again, we'll do some direct exchanges with you. Hopefully, hopefully you get some good link exchange, and you get some good. You can do some high domain authority sites with us. We just don't have it formalized yet. Matt doesn't know how to track it. I don't know how to track it efficiently. Okay. It's kind of on an honor system right now of how it might work. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and we will see you in 2 weeks on another Geek Out Friday call. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.